All right, welcome back to another review. We're going to be breaking down some more Michigan beer, guys. It's been a bit. Trying to drink a little bit less, trying to be a little bit more healthy, spending a lot of time with the fam. So throwing that out there, you may see some inconsistent uploading. It is what it is. I'm trying to live my life. But remember, I still love beer reviewing. So we'll check the box of the beer review today, guys. We're diving in. It's Transient Artisan Ales coming out of Bridgman, Michigan, or I believe that's how you say it. I can't even remember. Yeah, Bridgman. It's kind of what I thought. Don't do too many transients, but they make nice sours, nice hazies, nice IPAs, nice pale ales, nice variety of different categories. Real fond of them. So this is Fresh Vibrations, a hazy American pale ale with wheat. Clocking in at 5.3% ABV. This is about $13.99 for a 4-pack. I do not see a canned on date, but this is quite fresh as it was just dropped into distribution by M4. Shout out to Jason at M4, beer warden of the North. If you don't know him, you should. So, all right, guys, it's been a minute. We're diving back in, more Michigan beer, and let's go for this Transient Hazy. But as we pour it, not like some of the other hazies. Again, this is 5.3%, but it is definitely not see-through. You're not seeing through this puppy. But again, it is lighter on the ABV scale, and it is a little bit thinner on the body. But that being this wheat, I'm not sure what they've added to the brewing technique, but it is indeed a little bit thicker than most 5.3s. They're calling it a hazy. They're calling it a wheat. Sometimes both of those things can add haze, being hazy, or a wheat beer can add some of that bulk to the mix. So we have a lot of carbonation streaming to the top. Looks like a more yellowish Oberon. Looks like a mix between a light M43 and an Oberon, but it's more towards the yellow end of the spectrum. Again, almost lager-like, almost hazy-like, almost Hefeweizen-like. Okay, we got some kind of mix going on there. Doesn't say any other additional information on the packaging. Let's go to an aroma with this creamy head sitting on top. Man, it smells delicious. It smells like a piney pale ale. Sweet citrus. Slight bit of like honey pine dankness. A little bit of peach. A little bit of tropical vibes. I'd say mango and more tropical genericness. Smells sweeter, but still smells piney and slightly malty honey sweetness through the middle, a little bit dry on the back end, but we won't know until we investigate the taste, guys. Let's dive into the Fresh Vibrations. It's indeed fresh. Let's check it out. Cheers. Whew. Nice. So it is. It's super dry, actually. It's a little bit less candy than I thought because it smelled like honey, sweet citrus. It's got that component through the front and middle. Then it dies off. It goes into a little bit of piney bitterness and dryness on the back end. There's this nice like crackery wheat maltiness through the middle. It's got that subtle creamy mouthfeel. It's bringing a little bit of hop flavor. Being in the pale ale category, it does indeed have that. But again, the pine, slight bit of dankness, maybe a little resinous thing going on there. And then again, the citrusy kind of orangey grapefruit on the front is the most predominant thing I'm getting, but there is this little like peachy mango thing also on the back end of the beer as well. Sweet tangerines too. It's just, this is nice. Like it's fleshy fruit on the front end, but again, it ends very balanced. It ends very dry. The 5.3 going down like butter. It's got this creamy, soft mouthfeel, that being in the hazy category and being the wheat. Just a really nice mixture of flavors going on there, especially adding to that body. It feels a little bit thicker than a 5.3. It feels a little bit smoother than a 5.3, but that being a hazy, the body's there. You know, the body feels it. It feels stronger than some of the other beers you might get in this ABV range. And again, I just think you don't see too many hazy wheats. So the wheat adds to the body, and so does the hazy component. So that put together into one marriage, really nice body is like the most predominant thing I'm coming to mind with. Just super soft citrus, tangerine, grapefruit, nice dose of lemon. Again, maybe the peach thing might be in there, but it's got a little bit of this like soft grape vibe in there as well, kind of just bringing everything together into one smooth 5.3% beer. soft hoppiness and pine resin on the back end. It adds to the pale ale category, but it's not boring. Like it's got that added addition of the citrus, added addition of these sweet honey wheat maltiness, a little bit of that crackery vibe as well. Just makes for a really drinkable beer. Like if you've watched the channel, guys, I'm all about drinkability, and this is just a reeking of drinkability, if that makes any sense. So this beer is going down awfully smoothly. It's got this nice hopped up flavor, but it's dialed back in with that smooth body. So it just really makes for easy drinking. Crisp, dank grape. Again, sweet tangerine, nectarines, sweet grapefruit, a little bit of lemon, sweet juicy lemon, Meyer lemon, a little bit of the pith of the lemon. It's just an ideal beer, man. It's very good. Transient makes very good beer, and I'm not disappointed in this one. It's just awesome. It's just an awesome beer. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to get too wordy. I always say this. This feels fresh. It's giving me great vibrations. I can see the kind of name, the title. I can see the 5.3. It all belongs in this can, in this glass, going down my throat. It feels great, guys. Don't use that. Don't use that audio. Nobody remix that. Okay. It's a good beer. Very good summer beer. Slightly hoppy, still higher bodied, yet refreshing, crisp, drinkable. A little bit of added grit to this beer. It's good. It's very good. 4.05 out of 5. That's where I'm sitting with this one. Fresh vibrations, giving me a little bit of that tangy twanginess too on the back end. There's this like piney citrus, piney peach. This lemon lime kind of tanginess is just kicking in. The more I'm drinking it, my palate's adjusting a little bit. It's just a different beer, and it's memorable. It won't get lost in the mix. That's where I stand today. A little bit of passion fruit in there as well. That's where I stand today. Guys, thanks for being here. Fresh vibrations. I'm Dan. I'm over and out. See you in the next review. Cheers.